Hello and welcome. My name is Catherine Wagner, and this week we discussed conflict. And the model that I chose this week of resolving conflict was the Z model. And the reason that I chose the Z model was because I felt like it fit my personality. Same person that developed the Z model also developed Myers-Briggs. And I felt like it fit my personality of being an introvert. And when it comes to conflict, I tend to be a person that doesn't like to have much conflict, and I'd rather avoid conflict if I can. So I have a tendency to avoid conflict when it comes down to dealing with conflict, whether it's at home or at work. And I kind of felt like the Z model fit me more. And what I thought about from a biblical perspective this week, we had talked in our discussion posts about resolving conflict and conflict in organizations, and I relied on Matthew 18, chapter 18, verse 15 through 20. And it says, this is on page 1095, and it says, conflicts will arise in any organization. Humans disagree because they are wired differently and have different agendas. Note what Jesus taught about organizational conflict when someone has clearly done wrong. Initiate the contact. Confront the person in private, meaning don't confront the person in front of the entire group and cause embarrassment for that person. If no resolution comes, meet again with one or two more people. But that means not bringing your friends into the conversation, but bringing somebody that's going to be impartial to the situation and will be able to offer input. Confirm the facts in the meeting and work towards a solution. In other words, listen to both sides of the story, because there's always two sides to a story. If no resolution comes, bring the issue before the church or the organization. And Pastor Lee this week really had a great sermon on bringing your conflict to the church. And I thought that was something important. Agree upon the truth and the appropriate options for the offender. If no resolution comes, release the offender from the church or organization, which is an extremely difficult step to take. That's not an easy thing to do. And finally, it says, behind this process lies the authority Jesus has given to church leaders. We must act wisely because we have God-given authority, because God will confirm and support the decisions made in harmony, and because He is present when we gather in His name. So when we go to make decisions, sometimes we need to consider before we make a decision how best to resolve that conflict. And I think that the Z model fits my personality and my way of handling decisions when they're important and when they could have an impact on the organization, and how we can resolve conflict in a healthy manner. And that's what I thought of this week. So glad you could join me this week, and I will talk to you next week. Have a great week. Thank you.